All right, we are live on X Sports Network for our game today, Summertown High School versus Lewis County here at Summertown. Unlike yesterday, Will, it is a beautiful, calm day.
That's right. No wind hardly at all.
I don't even see a limb moving anywhere. So
No. In fact, I wouldn't mind there being a little more of a breeze than this.
I know.
But after yesterday, I won't complain.
So I'm assuming you made it home safely and everything, no problems?
I did. I got out of there quicker than y'all did, though.
Well, I had to pull off for a little bit and let the weather – I can't even drive in good weather, Will, much less bad. So we're getting ready to roll, top one. We've got Miss Caitlin Gillum on the mound for Summertown today versus Lewis County. Starting off for Lewis County will be Tennant, shortstop.
So Lindsay's playing third, right?
Yes, got Lindsay on
So
third.
she pitched the previous 2 days.
Yeah, she did. Did pretty well. Tough one yesterday at Giles County. That team as a whole didn't play well. Of course, if you watch that, it is what it is. But today's a new day.
See, I was talking afterwards, trying to figure out the last time they lost a district game. I've heard anywhere between 5 and 7 years.
That's crazy, huh?
But at least 5. It's amazing. Quite a run.
Oh, definitely. But, I still firmly believe from what I've seen, I believe this is the best team in the district. I believe this is a good young softball team. They didn't show up yesterday, and they paid the price. But I'll tell you this, Will, if we go another 5 with no losses in the district, maybe we might start a new one today. What do you think?
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully we want to know after today.
There's a lot of teams that would like to go 5 weeks without a loss in the district, much less 5 years. So, we'll take it.
So leadoff Tennant's battling here.
Yeah,
still
is.
with a 1-2 count.
And Gillum's pitched well this year for Summertown. She hasn't pitched in a few days, so she should be fresh and ready to roll. Beautiful day here, so hopefully Summertown can get back on track today here against Lewis County. That's the plan. That's going to be fouled up off the netting. And, Will, we were talking earlier about the netting.
Yeah.
It seems with the storms last night, the net over the top of home plate has either came loose or sagged from the wind and everything. So it's what do you think, Will? Probably 10 feet, 12 feet above the umpire's head?
Right, yeah. So if it gets fouled back at all, it's a dead ball now.
Yeah, and I know that's got to be a pain to have to fix. That's going to be up the middle for a base hit. It's a nice job there by Tennant.
So she fouled off about 3 straight leading up to that.
She did. Nice job there to lead off the game with a base hit. So Lewis County with a leadoff runner on here, top one. Will, in those nets up there, you pretty much have to get a crane or something. Somebody knows what they're doing to get up there and get it fixed back right. It's a pretty big job, so we'll have to see how that goes. That's going to be a bunt attempt by Wilcutt, the center fielder. That's going to go foul.
Just as they normally put that second camera up there with the higher view. So since that net's in the way, we moved the camera down a little bit. That's why we're looking at the umpire's back today.
Yeah. That's a nice cut there by Wilcutt. That's going to be foul back too. So
I didn't look at Lewis County's record before we came in here. I don't know if they've won any district games yet.
I haven't either. I will say that I follow. That was going to be a nice pitch, a little off the plate, a good 0-2 pitch. I follow Loretta's Facebook page because, I've coached a few of their kids, that play it. Right. And I did see that they posted that they did defeat Lewis County, I believe, earlier this week, 12-0.
Okay.
So that I don't know how much that tells you, but that's most updated score I've got.
All right,
and
so out number 1.
Yeah, Wilcutt's going to go down on strikes. Nice cut there. The ball was tipped, but Gallagher held on to that one. So nice job by Gillum getting our first out of the inning with a runner on first. And that's going to be popped up to left field, and that's going to be dropped. Tough play.
And that was in fair territory?
The umpire immediately signaled fair. From looking here, you've got that hump there, right there at the shortstop, so I can't see the left field foul line from here. But Excellent effort there by Mackenzie and left to get to that ball, and she laid out, and it kind of trickled away. I know Coach Burleson, he seems to be intent that was a foul ball, but nonetheless, that bunt attempt's going to be popped up, and that's Duncan, the right fielder. That'll be popped up foul. So Lewis County here with first and second and one out in the top of the first. It's a nice pitch there, but called a ball.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I thought I heard him say strike.
Well, it sure looked like it from here, but
Right, so
might have been inside. That'll even the count back up 1-1. And the pitch. That one's going to be off her hands, fouled off for strike two. That will be Duncan at the plate with Hal Brooks, the first baseman, on deck for Lewis County. Here's the 1-2. That one's going to be up. 2-2. We'll run through our lineup real quick. We didn't have a chance. You got Lindsay at third, of course. Gillum on the mound. Abbott at short. Burleson, Reagan on second. Anna Burleson on first. Mackenzie Runnels in left. Meg Parrott in center, and that's going to be a strike three. Nice pitch there. Looking. That's going to be two away. And you've got a Parrott, Meg in center. And I believe that is Abriana Davis in right. I had to look around the edge of our dugout here, Will. So that will bring Hal Brooks to the plate, first baseman. She's going to swing and miss on that first offering from Gillum, and she's down 0-1. Gillum fires again. Down in the zone. Goes fishing after it. Comes up empty, so that's 0-2. So Gillum's one pitch away from getting out of this little mini jam here, Will, in the first inning.
That'd be big.
Off the plate just a little bit. Halbrooks did a nice job there laying off that one. That's going to bring the count to 1-2. And that was going to be down and popped to right, and it's short, but Davis drops it. I don't know if the sun had an issue,
it may be
caused an issue, but it was right in her glove about chest high. And the ball gets by, and that's going to give Lewis County a run here in the top of the first. And that's going to also put them second and third here with still two outs with a chance for more. There's a nice pitch there by Gillum to Reeves, the third baseman. That one's going to be fouled off for strike two, so that'll be an 0-2 count. Gillum's worked ahead again. That's going to be just a little out for ball one. Nice pitch. They're on 0-2. That one's going to be high for ball two. 2-2 here. Lewis County with a 1-0 lead here early on with runners at second and third. That one's going to hit the batter in the leg. So that's going to load them up. And that will bring
got number 99.
Wishaw. That's what we're going with.
Yep.
To the plate. That's going to be a nice pitch there to start off for a strike.
I think the past two batters down 0-2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's never good to hit a batter. There's times and places for those things, but that's going to be fouled off.
So this one's 0-2 as well. Maybe we can finish this one off here.
There's times, I guess, to hit a batter, where it's not necessarily a bad thing, but then again, you definitely don't want to do it on a 1-2 or 0-2 count. So Gillum's jumped ahead again. She's doing, like I said, like Will just said, she's doing a great job getting ahead. We just got to finish some batters off. So here's the 0-2.
Oh, yeah.
Off the plate for ball one. And up and away for strike three. That's going to get Summertown out of it, but Lewis County is going to grab a 1-0 lead here after half of an inning. We'll be back here for Summertown opportunity to try to even this back up. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Make 2022 the year to refresh your home. And who you gonna call to help? Story & Lee, the Tennessee Valley's largest furniture store. We've stocked our 3 acres of showroom and warehouses full of inventory. And gotta make room for more arriving daily. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, all from the brands you've told us you love. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story & Lee.
We are back here, bottom of the first. Lewis County leading 1-0 after a few little miscues by Summertown that kind of opened the door. But that's where we're standing right now. Lewis County 1, Summertown nothing after half an inning. Our lineup today, Abbott will be leading off for Summertown, followed by Parrott, Gallagher, Hannah Lindsay, Mackenzie Runnels, Reagan Burleson, Shelby Davis, Anna Burleson, Abriana Davis, and Caitlin Gillum. That's how Summertown will line up today against Lewis County, which I believe was that the same lineup yesterday, Will? I don't know if Abriana was on the lineup, though, was she?
I think there was a slot change.
Yeah, there might be one, but so here's Abbott stepping in for Summertown to lead off. Wishaw, Will, number 99. No, we were talking. She's a lefty. Haven't seen many lefties. Summertown has this whole year. That's going to be into the gap, and that's going to the wall. That's going to clang around. A nice job there by Abbott leading things off. And she's going to cruise into second with a laser shot of a double against the left field fence. So a nice start. And there for Summertown. That's going to bring Parrott to the plate. Two-hole hitter.
You know, she started off with a great hit that burned the right fielder.
Yeah.
The triple. Never brought her in, but maybe she can start off like that again today.
That's going to be up high.
You know, these spam comments pop up, and I try to block them. I accidentally just blocked Connie Bradburn, our foods teacher that we had in high school, so I got to figure out how to unblock her. Oops, sorry, Miss Bradburn.
That's going to be a grounder, and that's going to be deep in the hole, and that's going to be trouble. Abbott's going to slide in safe at third. So a nice job of the base running there by reading that bobble and taking third base. And Meg's going to be – that's probably would have been a hit anyway, Will, regardless. Hey, I'm going to tell you, though, if you're going to block anybody, you can block Miss Bradburn. I think she gave me like a B in that class. I clearly had an A. And I think she did it to me on purpose.
You must have messed up
I
on
mean-
cooking your pumpkin pie.
Well, I mean, I never thought to be in a foods class you would actually have to cook. I mean, that made no sense to me. I mean, you know.
Runner advances to second here.
Gallagher is going to pull back on the bunt, allowing Meg to move on to second. So Summertown getting going here early, which is a good sign. 2 on, no out, second and third, top one with Gallagher at the plate. That one's going to be down in the zone for ball 2. Gallagher, I know consistently as a team yesterday, Will, we did not hit the ball well, and I know you did admit that, and anybody that watched it will say that, but Gallagher had a really good game at the plate.
She had the 1 RBI.
And, you know, she scorched the ball that
went right to the third base.
she scorched the ball that almost physically took the third baseman's arm off.
Right.
I mean, you know, you couldn't ask her to do much more. So she did have a good day at the plate. So
2-1 count.
that will be a strike. And that one's going to be up. So 3-1 now. You're definitely flirting with a cleanup hitter coming to the plate with no outs. Not a situation you want to be in. There's the pitch to Gallagher, the 3-1. That's up for ball 4. And here comes Lindsay to the plate with bases loaded. Lindsay's another one had a rough day yesterday. She did have a hit. She did have a hit over the third, the shortstop's hands, but the strikeout in that first inning, like you were saying, will hurt.
Borderline call there, but I guess too close to take, right?
Yeah, so I think she's ready, hopefully trying to redeem herself today, I hope. And she's going to, and she might have just put one out of here. I don't know. It's going to bang off the center field wall, and there's 3 that's going to score, and she's going to cruise into second with a 3 RBI double. And Summertown has jumped up 3-1 and still no outs here in the first. So this is, we have tripled our run production from yesterday.
Yeah, we sure have.
and they have yet to record it out. So how the times change, right?
Yeah.
So that'll bring Runnels to the plate for Summertown. And here's McKenzie. Runner on second, still no outs. That's going to be down, and Lindsay will advance easily to third. So now we've got runner at third and no outs.
Again, we'll have to make sure we stream the rematch with Giles County here next Thursday.
Well, I've got a feeling this team,
be a battle.
I would really like to hope this team comes out with a lot more fire next week than they came out yesterday. And that's going to be ripped, and that's going to be a single, and she's going to be safe at first, and that's going to score another run, up 4-1 advantage now for Summertown. So,
how often does that happen where the right fielder throws you out at first?
It happens a lot if you have the wrong kid that hits it and the right arm in right field. And right fielder there made a good throw. She did a great job on that play. McKenzie just barely beat it. But you need to find the right combination of a number 4 hitter that's a pretty good-sized kid that doesn't get up the line well, and a right fielder that whose arm strength is pretty good, and it can happen. But, yeah, I've seen it happen a lot. And Reagan Burleson comes to the plate. She's going to pop up to third for the first out that Lewis County is going to be able to record here in the top of one. So that's going to bring Davis to the plate. Shelby for Summertown. Runner on first, Mackenzie Runnels with 1 out. Summertown leading 4-1. There's the pitch to Davis. That one's down low, and Runnels is going to advance on that one. Will, not only have we tripled our run production, we might have quadrupled, equaled our hits.
I'd imagine, yeah. There weren't many of those.
No. Here's the 1-0 to Davis. That one's down 2.
Well,
that's going to get away, and we're going to cruise into third on that one. When Summertown hits the ball well, they're very difficult to deal with. I mean, most teams are, but when you're giving up multiple bases on passed balls or balls in the dirt, that just emphasizes the problem even worse. That's going to be ripped up the middle, and that's getting through. That's going to push Summertown up 5-1. Nice job there by Davis, just staying back and driving that softball.
Hits keep coming.
Yep. And that will bring Anna Burleson to the plate.
I won't make any excuses for what happened yesterday. I know it as the technologist of all this, I was not prepared for there to be a game yesterday. I was not mentally prepared for it because I didn't think there would be one. Maybe the players.
Well, I
were.
didn't either. You know, and I think we talked the night before, Will, and I told you, look, we're not
There's no
playing.
way.
You know,
Yeah.
there's no way. So
I didn't think that they'd get the game in.
Yeah, I didn't either. And look, I didn't. I'm not making excuses. There's no excuse.
No.
Giles County played better and they won. You know, it is what it is. But I didn't think we were mentally ready to play, and I didn't think that. I think they came out flat, and you know, it happens.
So we got Angie Horton on Facebook saying, "Way to go, Hannah Lindsay. The Hortons love you."
It's going to bring Burleson
She has 2-0 count.
2-0 now with a runner on first. Still only one out. That's going to be up high, and that runner's going to advance on that one. So another runner in scoring position again for Summertown. That's my other side of the family, Will. That's my wife's aunt.
Okay.
So she's a sweet lady. That one's going to be down. That one's getting away. Runner's going to advance. Anna's going to turn, and she's just going to keep on rolling to second. So now you've got 2 runners in scoring position. And we are going to take a timeout here have a little discussion.
Well, we can have a commercial break right here if you want to.
Sounds great, Will. We'll be right back here. Summertown leading 5-1 here. Still bottom 1. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X-Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted.
All right, we're back. Short time out there by the Lewis County coach. I got to have a discussion with his infield. And Davis is going to fire a rocket. And that's going to score at least 1 and maybe 2. And she's going to get in safe. The run throw to second, no one there at home with that, and it's 7-1. So Summertown has decided that we're going to make up for the rough day yesterday and just come out and do what we're capable of today.
We've hit all the way around now, haven't we?
Yeah, it's fun to see.
Yeah.
So that's going to push the score to 7-1. And the thing about it is there's still only 1 out. And Abbott, we're back to the top. Abbott's going to smoke another one deep, and that might be – that's going to crash off the wall. There's going to be your 8-1. Abbott, she's going to fly for third, and she is out.
Is that the first out?
That is the second out. That is the second out. So Abbott, hey, you got to love the effort. You got to love the I love the aggressiveness. You know, you've got a 7-run lead, top 1, be aggressive.
How many scored that?
That 1 run on that double right there.
Okay.
Now that's Abbott's second double of the inning. She actually led off the game with a double off the left field fence. So there's Parrott back up. So that's going to push it to 8-1. Man, I'd have loved to seen these bats yesterday, Will.
Yeah. Even if we just had 3 of those hits, I think it would have made a difference.
Yeah. That's fine. You know, it's sometimes something like that's not a bad thing. You know, sometimes it wakes you up to realize you just can't, show up and win softball.
I say Giles County played that role with the boys' team in basketball. Went up there and lost, and then that changed the season, I thought.
Yeah.
The boys went up to Giles County one night and got upset towards the end of the regular season.
I remember that.
And it was a long time before they lost another game after that. I guess it was their last loss until the final one. Yeah. In the state tournament.
Here's the payoff pitch, and that is a rocket sent right over the dugout. And I will say, it seems that Summertown's came with some bad intentions today. I like that, Will. I like that. They've really came out aggressive here, swinging the bats.
It's moving so fast. I'm having a tough time keeping up over here. I've had the wrong names on the screen.
Yeah.
The sport moves so much faster than baseball does.
Oh, it does.
It's so much.
Well, I tell you,
much better pace.
I tell you what, the first time we'll wait for on this pitch, but that's going to be up high. The first time, I played baseball for years. When I went back,
Yeah.
And I've coached softball for years and years, and I went to a high school game one night, and it seems like, it takes 30 seconds to run to first, and that's going to
Just
be
reach down and
reach
get that.
down. Tough luck there by Parrott.
Yeah.
She reached down to go after that one. Very good pitch there to get Parrott to chase, and she's going to line out softly to short. But Summertown strikes for 8 runs in the top of the first, and that's going to be 8-1 Summertown. We'll be back here in a few minutes for the top of the second. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the Exports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
All right, we are back.
So I went to check the score on the scoreboard to make sure we're right, and there is no scoreboard.
There is no scoreboard. I think the other day that's going to be a slow roller off the hands to Abbott, and she's going to make it easy play the first for out one. I think, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, Will? I think
You
it was.
had Mount Pleasant here Tuesday.
Yeah, but I think it was the storms. Was that on Monday that was lightning and the weather was pretty rough?
That's right. We had rough weather
The day before.
but it cleared up around 5:30 because the baseball team got a game in that day.
Yeah, I had heard there was a pretty big lightning strike here that right at the school, and I'm wondering if it didn't the casualty, what may not be the scoreboard, may have been the scoreboard out here. Nice job there by Gillum getting ahead, 0-1, and that's going to be Green at the plate. She's going to hit one. That's going to be in the shallow right. Davis is going to come in and make a basket catch on that one. Nice job there. Nice job there on that one. So that's 2 away. But yeah, Will, we were talking about baseball. It's, you watch softball, and if you'll see a ball hit to the shortstop, and if a softball player bobbles the ball at short, you can pretty much figure it's over with.
Yeah.
Okay, they're safe.
Yeah.
I mean, and the funny thing, when you go watch a baseball game, and the shortstop will bobble it, pick the ball up, pat his glove 4 times, spin around 6 times, and then still throw the runner out by 5 feet. And I'm like, man, this is weird. It took me a while to get you back used to it again. That one's going to be down in the zone for a ball. But, yeah, Will, I always love baseball, but it's just something about softball and the speed of it. And like you said, I think, yesterday we were talking, it was like in the 5th inning, and I think you said it would probably be the end of 1 in a baseball game.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean, no joke, if there's a foul ball in baseball, you have time to, change out your 401k on your phone before the next pitch. It's
man, yeah, it's just slower paced. I mean, I love the game, definitely, but it's nice change up there, and that's going to be hit well to left, but Runnels is right there at it. 3 up, 3 down.
Right. That's what you need.
Summertown's going to roll back in, leading 8-1. So nice job there by Gillum. 3 up, 3 down, and Summertown's going to see if they can come and tack on a few more. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the Exports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Just real quick, I got an update from Kyle Burleson, who's at the middle school game down in Loretta. Looks like we beat South Lawrence 12-0 in 5 innings. So middle school just keeps dominating. They're not showing mercy to anybody apparently yet. So we got Katie Beth up here.
That's good to see, though, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Katie Beth leading off. She's going to hit a rocket to center field. That's down, and it's going to the fence, and she's at least going to get 3 because I know her speed, and she will. She's going to cruise on into third standing up.
That's not your typical catcher speed there, is it?
No, she's probably faster than about 90% of most kids and a catcher, so which is not a combination you see much. She continues to hit the ball well. That's going to bring Lindsay to the plate. Lindsay had a 3 RBI, 3-run double off the center field fence her first time around. I tell you what, Will, I know we do want to apologize to Miss Bradburn if we did block her on Facebook. But we have been discussing it, Miss Bradburn, if you can hear us.
I don't think she can. She's blocked.
Well, she can go back and watch. She might go back
Maybe
later tonight after we unblock her.
Somebody tell Miss Bradburn she can go watch the game on YouTube
You
right now.
tell her when she reverses my B from 1996 back to an A like it should have been,
then we'll let her back in.
We'll let her back in. But
again, if you're just tuning in, so there's all this spam that shows up in the comments, and so I block them as soon as they show up. They're trying to get you to click on bad links, and so I was trying to remove one, and then it scrolled up, and the next one down was Miss Bradburn, and I accidentally blocked her instead. So poor Miss Bradburn's not able to watch this softball game today, and I'm sure she's sitting there wondering what's going on. So somebody let her know that the score is 8-1 Summertown and that she can watch the game on YouTube until I figure out how to unblock her.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We will do a special shout-out for Miss Connie Bradburn, Miss Bradburn, our next broadcast, and a public apology, Will. There's no point doing it now, I guess. You can't hear us, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's we've got a pitching change here. Gallagher led with a hard-hit ball to center field that got just barely under the center fielder's glove and gets to the fence. So she cruised into third.
All right.
To lead the inning off, and we've got a new pitching change for Lewis County.
Number 5?
Number 5.
So it's Reeves. County. She was the third baseman, and now is the pitcher.
That is correct. Okay. Number 5, Reeves, pitching for Lewis County.
All right, so I made that change, and I tell you what.
And that is Kerrigan Reeves.
They're ready to go already, so no need to go to commercial.
So here comes Hannah Lindsay to the plate with a runner on third and no outs here. It looks like we've got a pinch runner over there at third, too, for our catcher, Will. Do you know who that is? I can't see the back.
Can't tell from here.
I believe that might be Isabella McDonald. I think. Yeah. That ball's going to be low on Lindsay. She's going to take for ball 1.
Number 27. Yeah, it looks like McDonald.
Yeah. Here's the second pitch. That one's going to be just a little high, but it did look good, though. Umpire thought it was high, but it looked decent. That's going to be 2-0 on Hannah with a runner at third. Still no outs here. Bottom 2. That one's going to be roped into the right field gap, and it's going to the wall. Lindsay's going to cruise into second with a double. And that's her 4th RBI in 2 innings.
And they're finding the holes today, aren't they?
Well,
finding the gaps.
Well, they look relaxed. It's amazing what a day can do at times. You know that, Will.
All right, Mackenzie Runnels up.
That'll bring Mackenzie to the plate.
It's
Runner
9-1.
On second with still no out. She's going to hit a ground ball. It's going to be fielded by the first baseman. Nice job there by Hal Brooks. And she's going to get the out.
This is good as a bunt there.
Yep, and that'll move Lindsay to third with 1 out. So nice job there by Mackenzie. She moves a runner. And that'll bring Reagan Burleson to the plate for Summertown. That one's going to be up in the zone for ball 1 from Reeves. That one's going to be down, and it's going to get by, and Hannah's going to walk on in. to score, and that'll be 10-1 Summertown. Still here in the second. You know, Will, I was saying I heard you say that some of our watchers were saying that everything sounded good. It's amazing how much better we sound when there's not 75-mile-an-hour winds gusting and you're having to hold cameras.
Yes,
and,
it makes a big difference.
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, Will, as crazy as yesterday was, if you're sitting here at the field right now, there is not a leaf on a tree that is moving.
Right.
I mean, it is
It's
just
so calm.
It's beautiful. I mean, you would never imagine that yesterday, last night, we were having the weather we were having here, but it's crazy how that works. There's a nice pitch by Reeves for strike.
Yeah, I mean, I had that camera bound down to the fence, and then the fence just shook the whole time, so it didn't really help. It was.
That one's going to be a line drive, hard hit ball to third. It's going to get through the third baseman and trickle behind her. Nice job by the shortstop going back and getting that one, but Reagan's going to beat that one out to first. So Summertown has another runner on here with one out here in the bottom of the second. That will bring Davis to the plate for Summertown. Davis, I believe, had an RBI single up the middle, right, last time, Will, if I'm not mistaken. Hard hit ball. That one's going to be down and get away. And I think Coach Burleson was ready for Reagan to jump that ball in the dirt. That one's going to be up in the zone for ball two.
Adam, did you play in that baseball versus softball game that we had in '96 where the baseball team played the softball team on this field for a fundraiser?
I did, but I barely even remember it, Will. And if I'm not mistaken, did the boys have to bat opposite?
The boys had to hit opposite-handed, and
I remember it, but
Haddock was the pitcher, the all-time pitcher when pitching to the girls.
Yeah. That one's going to be hit to right, and it's going to get down, and nice job there by the right fielder. She's going to hit into second, and Reagan's going to slide in safe. The ball's going to be thrown, get a little bit wide and go against Summertown dugout, but a nice job there getting it back in play quickly. And Davis is with her second hit, and she's going to cruise on into second on the throw. So now second and third here, still one out. And that will bring Anna Burleson to the plate. Yeah, Will, I remember that game, but I don't remember much that happened in it. And I don't even know if I remember playing it.
Well, we got Anna up to the plate. I remember her dad left-handed hitting one over the right field fence.
Really?
In that game, yeah. Of course, there were trees back there, and he hit him into those trees.
Yeah,
And we made enough money in that fundraiser. You know, we did it during school hours,
yeah.
And we earned enough money to pay for our prom with that little fundraiser. But there's no way Greg and Jason will let those two teams do that now.
That's going to be hit deep to center, and it's down. That's going to go off the center fielder's glove. One run in. Here comes another. She changed. Nice job. Burleson very smartly turns around there. But Burleson with another shot into left field.
All right, so two more scored.
And that's going to be two more, and I believe that pushes it to 11 if I'm not
try
mistaken.
12 if I'm doing
You may
this
be
right.
right because I think you had Hannah scored on the pass ball earlier in the inning, so you're right. That one's hit deep. Nice job there by the left fielder. She's right at it. Nice job there by the left fielder making that play. Davis put a charge in that one. But that's going to give Lewis County here 2 outs. One more out getting out of here. That'll bring to the top of the lineup again to Abbott.
But that's back when Star Tungate was pitching, and so y'all had to hit reverse-handed against her.
I think they actually I'm left-handed, Will. They actually let me hit left-handed because they know I can't hit left-handed either. I think I remember that. Yeah.
And, you know, kids just got to come out here and sit in the tailgates of the truck during school hours.
That was going to be just a little low off the plate to Abbott. So nice job there. I believe that's a 2-0 count.
But, you know, now, and that was in the middle of baseball and softball season. Again, can you imagine letting your kids go out there and play a scrimmage like that, letting your softball team play against the boys?
No. That's going to be a grounder. It's getting through, and I think another run will score, and she will. That'll push it 13-1. And Abbott's going to cruise back. So Abbott right now is 3 for 3 on the day with 2 doubles and a single. And here comes Parrott to the plate. Not bad for 2 innings of work.
Yeah.
That was my resume for 3 weeks when I played, Will. All right, here we go. That was Parrott. That's going to be a nice change up for a strike. That was a beautiful pitch by Reeves. That was a beautiful pitch. Good first pitch change up. You couldn't ask for a better one. So that's going to put her up 0-1 on Parrott. There's the next pitch. That's going to be fisted off the hands. Nice piece of hitting by Parrott. That's going to get into right. Abbott's going to cruise into third. She's going to make her turn. But now we have first and third here. Still 2 outs. And here comes Gallagher. I'm going to tell you something, though. You were talking about baseball and softball. Hey, I've faced some really good baseball pitchers when I played. I mean, really good ones. But I'm going to tell you something. Like last year, I'd rather face a baseball pitcher throwing 80 than face Claire Woods throwing 64.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
You know, one of those things hit you.
I would love to
ribs.
I'd love to see.
Gallagher's going to hit a slow roller, and that's going to be a tough play. And they got her.
Yeah, they got her.
Nice stretch by the first baseman, and a nice play to her left to make that play by the second baseman. So that's going to get Lewis County out of it. And
So now we're going to the top of the third with Summertown up 13-1. If
I
I
believe that's correct, Will.
You know, it's unofficial since we have no scoreboard,
but I'm 90% sure you're correct.
Yep.
So Summertown cruising along right now. We'll take a short break. We'll be back here for the top action and top of the third. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
So we are back. We are headed here into the top of the third versus Lewis County. Lewis County jumped out with that 1 run there in the top, you know, and kind of stunned Summertown a little bit. But since then, Summertown has reeled off 13 straight runs to kind of increase the gap, I guess will be the right term. But 13-1 Summertown here in the top of the third. Gillum with a strike, first pitch strike, and another nice pitch for strike 2. Like you said, she's doing a great job of getting ahead of hitters. Will. I mean, and that's the name of the game. You know, she had the instance early in the game where she had the 0-2 or 1-2 and hit the batter, but overall, she's getting ahead. She's working ahead, and when you can work ahead as a pitcher like that, it only helps you. And she's done a great job and she's settled down a lot in the last few innings. So. That one's going to be down low for ball 2.
Adam, have you listened to any of the baseball broadcasts with Bart Pigg and Timmy Kenny
I
calling
listened to
them?
Mark and Timmy a few times, yeah. I believe the one I listened to the Central game.
Okay.
I think,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, they do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Just saw Larry Parrott watching this, so he made the comment that he was listening to 2 drunk Bob Euchers when he was listening to Timmy Kenny. And so I wonder what he thinks about us in comparison. Yeah.
Listen, that's going to be ball 4, so a leadoff walk here. Not something you want to do up 12 runs, but nonetheless, that's what we've got. But Will, I'm going to tell you something.
After being up 0-2 count.
I think Mark and Timmy do a great job.
They do.
Okay, but I will tell you this: there's no comparison between those two and us.
Oh,
I mean, we're on a completely different level, and I mean it's nothing. It's not a knock on them. It's just we are truly that good, and it's okay. You know, I've learned there's times in life you accept being second place. I've had to do that with certain things in my life. So
Mark and Timmy's just
Mark and Timmy can accept it, and, we'll move on. I'm sure there's things they can do, other things they can do better than me and you. You know.
And the only time I ever put on a headset when nobody else is here to.
That's going to be popped up to Abbott for one away. And our number 22, that will be on first base. Number 22, I do not have her on my sheet at all, Will. Not even in the
oh, really?
Not even on the bottom for the extras. There's not a number 22.
So we have number 8 coming up here.
Yep, I do not have it. We have number 22 who is on first base, but I don't have that at all. That's going to be off the hands, knocked away. Nice job there by Gillum, recuperating after the miscue a little bit. Kind of trickled out of her glove, but she relaxed, picked the ball up, and got her easy out at 1. So that's going to move a runner to second, but there are 2 outs here for Lewis County. And that will bring the first baseman, Hal Brooks, to the plate. First pitch is going to be a grounder. That's going to be to Abbott. She's going to make an easy play, and that's going to be 3 away. Nice job there by Abbott and Gillum after the leadoff walk, getting things back under control. So that's going to send us, Will, into the bottom of the third?
That's correct.
All right. We'll be back for some more action here, bottom third versus Lewis County. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
All right, bottom 3. Lindsay at the plate for Summertown, cleanup hitter. Summertown enjoying a 13-1 lead here in the third. They've erupted here. The bats have really come alive, and that's good to see. So here's the first pitch to Lindsay. Is a nice pitch there on the outside corner at the knee. She'll take for strike 1 from Reeves. That's going to be a changeup that floats in. Not a bad take there if you're Lindsay. But a nice pitch nonetheless. So Lindsay in a hole here, 0-2. And the next pitch is going to be down for ball 1.
Anybody listening to the high school game was supposed to be here versus Waynesboro today, and they got canceled. So they added an impromptu game on the schedule today. They're at CA, the baseball team, at 6:30.
That one's going to be down just a little bit. 2-2 for Lindsay.
So if that game's at CA, my guess is it's going to be streamed on the NFHS network, the one that you pay for monthly to watch. There you go.
That one's going to be grounded back up the middle. A nice play, and they get her. Nice play there by the second baseman. That will be Clark with a nice backhand for the first out here in the bottom of the third. And here comes Runnels to the plate for Summertown. How is CA this year? I haven't seen a lot on them. I haven't watched a ton of baseball.
I know they split with Lawrenceburg.
Okay.
Don't know what their record has been since that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, and Loretta beat them. I know that Loretta beat CA. I think they're down if you compare them to last season.
Yeah.
They had some college signees last year.
Yeah. Ronalds is going to foul the second pitch off. First one floated high on her, so she's got a 1-1 count here with one out. That one's going to be fouled off. Nice pitch there for strike two. That's going to be a line drive to second baseman. Another nice job there by Clark.
Yeah.
So 2 quick outs here for Lewis County in the bottom of the third. And that will mean Reagan Burleson to the plate. Reagan's going to foul that one off to the screen.
I want to say she reached on an error last time down to the third base.
Yeah, I believe she hit that ball pretty hard. I think it kind of trickled away, Will. I believe you're right. So that'll be 0-1 on Reagan. That one's going to be down low for ball one. So any big Easter plans this weekend, Will? Anything exciting you're doing? Nothing?
I'm going to Forest tomorrow. It's a spring baseball game.
Okay.
On Good Friday.
That'll be ball two, a little high.
Maybe I can get down and get one of your games on Saturday at Fayetteville.
Yeah. That one's going to be fouled off. That'll even things back up 2-2. I think the softball team tomorrow plays 2 games at the Border Battle Tournament in Fayetteville. I'm not sure the exact times yet. We'll let you know, but I believe it's around 1 and 2:30. And then they have another game Saturday morning, and then I believe that's going to be strike 3. Call strike 3 on Burleson. And that's going to be 3 up, 3 down for Summertown. And nice job there by Lewis County.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X-Sports Network.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie. And we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
We are back. Me and Will were trying to work on, we got a list of everybody from Lewis County on their players, but there's a few little things we had to fix on the list they gave us, so we were clearing that out. While we were taking care of that, the first pitch of the top of the fourth was lined into right field by Reeves, the pitcher,
number 55,
for a base hit. I believe so, Will.
Was that 55 in the starting lineup?
No.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Claire Whitehead at the plate, number 55. She's going to square the bunt, and they're going to throw behind to get the runner.
Sorry, I missed that.
Easily.
They got her.
You got to. I'm telling you, this catcher, you can't sleep on Galahar back there. She's done that a bunch, and she's great at it. And that's going to be fouled off. But
Battle up there, babe.
I remember, Will, when we were playing travel ball, we were young, like 11 or 12, maybe even younger than that, 9 or 10. We picked up Katie Beth for a tournament.
Yeah.
She, of course, she was a year older than our kids, but That's going to be swung and miss for strike 3. But the first game we played of the day, runner tried to steal, and she threw one out by about 10 feet. And then the next, about an inning later, they tried it again, and she threw that one out by about 15 feet, and we didn't have to worry about anyone stealing a base the whole rest of the whole tournament. So that was amazing to have a kid like that behind that can pretty much – and I'm going to tell you –
So she's always caught them.
Oh, yeah. Well, all that I've seen it. But I'm going to tell you, a good catcher can change the whole aspect of a softball game. I mean, and it's just amazing how one player on the field can have that big of a difference, but a good catcher definitely can. Here's the pitch by Gillum. Nice change up. Nice change up there by Gillum. And that's going to be 2 on Clark. Clark made 2 really good plays at second base, Will, last inning. And the pitch outside.
But no joke, I would love to see if there was a way to do that without any injury, to see if the baseball players could hit off, even Olivia Woods, the 8th grader. I'd like to see if they could.
And that's going to be strike 3. I don't know if you could, Will. I mean, it's a lot harder than what you'd ever think it would be. But nice job there by Gillum. Leadoff hit is erased by Katie Beth, throwing behind the runner at first, picking her off, and then Gillum with a nice job there, finishing Lewis County off in the top of the 4th. So we're going to be headed to the bottom of the 4th with Summertown leading 13-1. You're listening to Summertown Eagles softball on the X Sports Network. All right, so here we go.
Hope everybody enjoyed those Adam Lindsay highlights during the break.
Yeah, we actually turned those into 5 different copies and played the same one over and over, so it makes it look like there's more.
There's a bunch.
Yeah. Instead of the 5 highlights, if you play them 5 times, it makes it look like it's 25 highlights. That's how you do it. So that one's going to be a nice pitch there. Reeves has done a really good job coming in here, Will. The bats of Summertown have cooled off definitely a little bit since she's come into the game. Off-speed pitch working well. That one's going to be lined in the left. Nice job there staying back. And that's going to get away from the left fielder. And there goes Davis. And she's going to walk into second. Nice job there by Davis staying back. And with a pitcher with these changeups, you've just got to stay back, Will, let it travel, and then unleash. And Davis did a really good job that time of doing that. That'll bring Burleson to the plate. Anna with Davis on second. That one's going to be just a little high for ball 1. Well, I was going to tell you, Will. I was going to ask, have you seen the dog today? And then I look over and he's staring at me over my right shoulder.
Oh yeah.
This dog's got to start barking or something.
Well,
you don't even know he's here.
He has actually started barking a little bit the past 2 games here. I've never heard him bark at the baseball games.
That's going to be a slow dribbler back to pitcher. Nice job there. She's going to get out at 1, but that will move Davis to third base here with 1 out. And that'll bring Abriana Davis to the plate. Abriana's had a good day hitting softball as well. She's got some power. She's got some pop. I've got to watch Abriana a good bit over the last few days or last few months or weeks, and that's going to be thrown away at first. And Davis is going to walk on into second base.
That scores a run.
And that will score another run. That will push the lead 14-1 Summertown. I'm telling you, I've got to watch her a lot of last year or two, middle school and everything else. She's got a lot of pop in her bat. And she's probably somebody they're going to lean on heavily on the mound here in the next few years, too.
Oh.
Really good pitcher, good kid. That's going to be Abbott. She's going to take a strike on the outside corner. But, yeah, I don't know what will ever happen, Will, if I come to a game up here and that dog is not here.
Oh, that'll be.
That one's going to float a little high.
Yeah. Always glad to see when the beginning of every season the dog's still around.
You think at the very least, maybe for Christmas, we could get him like a Summertown sweater, make him wear it, maybe with the big S on it. Wouldn't that be cool?
It beats all I've ever seen, really.
Yeah.
That dog, the thing is, it moves with the ball.
But he won't get it.
But if the ball's hit anywhere near it, he just doesn't.
He runs away from it. Yeah. That'll be a little low. That's a 2-1 count on Abbott. And there's the pitch, and that's going to be lofted over the dugout.
But, yeah, the dog has barked here at this field
Really?
during the games a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I've never heard it do that until this season. Never heard it do it at a baseball game. And it shows up to tennis, too. It likes all the sports.
Abbott's going to stay back on that changeup. So you're saying you've rarely heard him even bark at all.
Right, but
well, he must be a male. He couldn't be a female.
Oh.
Sorry, females listening. Women, wonderful women that I care deeply about. Sorry for that comment. I just had to say it. That's going to be ripped, and that's going to get through. That's Abbott's third hit of the day, and that's going to score another run, and that'll push it 15-1.
Is it third or fourth hit?
I've got.
She hit.
I think she did.
She hit.
She may be 4 for 4. Will. Did she not have another single?
I just know she came to bat in the first inning twice.
Well, actually, she is 4 for 4 because her last hit, she was actually thrown out at third, if you remember, trying to stretch it. But that would be a double.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, 4 for 4 on the day. Here's Parrott to the plate for Summertown. She's going to hit loft one. That's going to be a tough play for somebody, and it's going to fall in shallow left, about 15 feet inside the line. Abbott will move up to second. So first and second here, one out for Summertown. And looks like Coach Burleson maybe bringing a sub in, giving Gallagher a little bit of rest here. Will, do you know who that young lady might be? I can't see her number from here, so
26.
26.
You got it on your.
That is Aniston LaRue.
Okay.
Aniston LaRue at the plate for Summertown. She's gonna hit a slow roller to third, but I'm gonna tell you she can run though, and she'll beat it. Nice job. Oh, side note, Will, in case you don't know it, Aniston LaRue on the year at Summertown High School as a high school player is 2 for 2, batting 1,000 with a single and a home run.
Is that right?
That is correct. She hit a monster blast at the tournament earlier in the year over center field fence.
Really?
With her only at bat this high. I believe her only at bat. A young kid. She's going to be a really good player.
Now, who's hitting here?
That would be Jones, I believe.
Okay.
And that's going to fall. Yes, that will fall. No, good effort by the shortstop, but couldn't quite get there. And that's going to be thrown away. And Meg will hold up at third. So bases loaded. Yeah, I believe that was Hannah Jones, Will.
Okay.
So Coach Burleson's bringing some subs in.
It's happening too quick for me to get the names right on the screen.
Yeah,
sorry.
that would have been Hannah would come in batting for Hannah Lindsay because LaRue batted in Gallagher's spot.
And this is
so here comes Cammie Dollar to the plate here for Summertown with bases loaded, and I believe still one out. That one's going to be just a little high. But, yeah, Will, you should have seen the look on her face when she hit that ball over center field fence. I mean, it was priceless.
Seen that one.
I mean, honestly, it was the highlight of my whole tournament, seeing her. She's such a good kid, getting to see her. And but I'm telling you, Will, she's got great speed. She's got a lot of upside. She's going to be a really good player for Summertown over the next few years. There's Dollar's going to take one just a little outside, but it's a nice pitch there for a strike.
If I'm understanding this right, one more run ends the game. Is it because we're up 14 in the fourth right now?
I don't know that, Will, but possibly. That's going to be a grounder back to the pitcher, and she's going to get the out at one, but the runner at third from third will score.
Is that so? We'll find out here. Is that?
I'm assuming, Will, the score you got is 16-1.
That's what I have. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, Will. I don't know the rules on the how that works. I should, but
Are you new to softball?
I don't even. Will, I've never coached a team that's ever won by that many runs. That's going to be hit to right behind the second baseman's head, and it's going to get down. And they're going to score 2 runs and make it another. Nice piece of hitting there, and that was Chelsea Atkinson with the base hit over the second baseman. So a nice job there by Atkinson, another young kid that really solid young player.
This is McDonald up here, right?
Yes, this is McDonald. That'll bring Isabella McDonald to the plate here with a runner on first. She's going to hit that ball's going to get down, I believe, and it is a base hit into right. Atkinson's going to cruise on into third. So a nice job there. Well, Will, you've had 4 underclassmen, young kids, get a little bit of playing time, and I believe we've reeled off 3 or 4 straight hits.
Yeah, did a run score there?
No, a run did not score.
Okay.
I don't think.
I believe it's 18-1.
I've got like you've got 17 or 18 or something like that. Who we have here, Will? This is Catherine Riddle. Catherine's going to foul that one back. Hey, Will, the way these young kids are hitting, there may be some kids might be need to worry about their jobs. You know, that's good to see, though.
It is.
You know, you got this middle school team that's playing so well right now. That's a nice pitch there for strike 1. You know, Katie Beth, who's been here forever and been a great catcher for us here, you wonder what's going to happen, you know, once she's gone after this year with your catching situation. I mean, you're going to have to have some young kids step up and come in and do some things. That's going to be a hard grounder. That's getting through. She's going to beat that one to first. Nice job there by Riddle. That's going to score a run. So underclassmen with 6 straight hits.
They've had a lot.
We could have used them yesterday.
Yeah.
Coach Burleson might have found something here. He might have figured it out.
I don't know who's this.
That will be thrown over the head of the catcher, and both runners will move up. So now you've got second and third here. That's Abriana Davis. She's remained in. She's started.
Okay.
The right fielder. Abriana's had a good day at the plate and hit the ball well. That one's going to be a little high for ball 2.
We're an hour into the game.
Yep. And pitch to Davis. That's going to be rocketed down the left field line.
Foul ball.
If it was foul, Will, it wasn't by much. A few feet, but Davis unloaded on that one. So runners are going to head back to second and third. That'll be 1 strike on Davis. And the pitch, that's going to be popped up. A nice change up there. And that's going to be a nice play there by the third baseman for the third out. So nice job there by Lewis County getting out of it. We'll be back here shortly, headed to the top of 5, I believe, Will. Headed in the top of the 5th. You're listening to Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
This is Lawrence County Sheriff John Myers. 3.5 years ago, you elected me to be your sheriff. In the past 3.5 years, my team and I have removed hundreds of thousands of dollars in drugs from the county's roads. We increased the presence of deputies in all of our communities across the county, and we've kept an eye on your tax dollars. Today, I'm asking for your vote to keep the progress going. We've made a big dent in crime, but we still have a lot of work to do. When you go to the polls this August, choose John Myers for sheriff, and let's keep Lawrence County America's best county to live in. Ad paid for John Myers for sheriff.
This.
Good to go?
Yep.
All right. Well, here we are, fans. Top of 5, Will.
Mm-hmm.
We've had one change defensively for Summertown. Chelsea Atkinson now at second base for Summertown. That's going to be popped up short, and a nice job by Abbott laying out.
Wow.
She's pretty much made that a normal thing, Will. She made a nice play yesterday, I think, similar to that. So nice job there by Abbott for the first out. But I think you got Atkinson, who's checked in at second base for Summertown. I don't see any other defensive changes at all. So Gillum's still on the mound. That'll be one out there here in the top of the fifth. Changeup's going to be a little low for ball 1. Nice pitch there. That's going to be off her hands. Atkinson's going to have a nice, easy play, and she gets her out for two. Two quick ones. Nice job there by Gillum and Atkinson.
Well, one more out that should do it.
So 2 out here in the top of the fifth.
Are they playing JV after this, do you know?
I believe so, Will. I believe that was the plan. That will bring number 31, Addie Morgan, to the plate for Lewis County. Will, we've been discussing this. We don't have a scoreboard. We've been doing our best. Your count, which I believe is accurate because I've been trying, but I know you've been on top of it best you can, but that's what I think too. I've got 17 to 1. Is that roughly what we think the score is?
Well, I've got 19 right now.
Okay, well, I knew it's up there.
But, yeah, this is unofficial.
Yeah.
A game like this, it's really hard to keep up.
Morgan's going to foul that one back. Nice cut there. Here's the delivery by Gillum. Nice pitch, just a little outside for a ball.
Also something that's unofficial, but I've got her at 52 pitches in this game here in the fifth.
Yeah. Nice pitch. That'll be strike 3. That should be the ball game, and it is. Coach Burleson shaking hands. Girls are fixing to shake hands. Will, would you like for me to go try to get an actual?
No, it's all right.
Score?
Just before I, put it on the Facebook page and stuff after, I want to make sure it's right.
We'll definitely make sure it's right before we relay it as official on the page and everything. But nonetheless, Will, the effort from Summertown, they come out today. Bats are blazing. A totally different team from the way they looked yesterday. I mean, they come out just crushing the softball from the very first. Defensively played well after a minor miscue or two in the first inning, but through the entire lineup, Will, they hit the softball.
Sure did. So now tomorrow, talk a little bit more about. I know you've mentioned it briefly before, but just what you're looking to see tomorrow. I know the last tournament you went to in Brentwood was, I thought, just a wonderful growing experience, and you guys did exceptionally well. But what do you have coming up this weekend?
You got the Border Battle Tournament in Fayetteville, which is tomorrow. I don't have exact times yet. We'll get you those. I was talking to Hannah this evening. I think maybe 1 o'clock and 2:30 they play tomorrow. I'm not sure who they play. Hannah mentioned. I'm not going to tell you who she mentioned because it's not official, but we'll find out. She did say there were 2 really good teams. So, and that tournament, Will, is a really good tournament with really solid teams. You're going to see some ranked teams up there throughout the state, probably in Alabama and Tennessee. Really good teams. I know Columbia Academy is going to be there. You're going to see a who's who of softball teams as far as high school in this area. I mean, really good softball team. So, look, perfect world. You want Summertown to go up there and win every game. I don't know if that's going to happen, but you want to see them go up there and fight. You want to see them go up there and give the effort, like they're, show what they can be, what we all know that they can be. Get yesterday behind them, get ready to what you want to do is they need to get better and grow and work hard and improve so, we can square everything back up with Giles County in this district next week.
Right. And you've seen every district team at least once now.
Yep.
And so what are you, 3-1 in the district?
3-1. I think so, yep.
So I guess Giles County's still undefeated in the district. I don't believe anybody's beaten them yet.
No.
So next week you're looking at Giles County coming in Thursday. I believe you go to Loretta on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So Tuesday you have your your rematch with Loretta, which was a pretty close game here. I think we had to come back from behind.
Yep.
Against them. So,
Some
important games coming up next week.
And look, with this team, Will, they're a good young group. They're talented. They can win softball games, but they have to show up every day to play. They can't take off. They can't mentally go absent like they did yesterday. If they come out and play next week, they'll beat Loretta and Giles County. I have no doubt. If they come out and their head's not screwed on the way it needs to be and they're not mentally ready to play softball, they'll be 0-2 after next week. And, you know, Coach Burleson, he'll have them ready. It's just going to be if these kids are ready to come out and do what they're supposed to do. We'll see. But they're well capable, Will. And, today was good for them, I think, to get back on track. And hopefully they can keep that going over the weekend because they're going to play some really good competition.
Yeah.
They may not win a game, Will, but I will tell you this. They are going to get better this weekend. So
right.
That's the name of the game, though. So.
All right, well, thanks, everybody, for watching. Again, if anybody talks to Connie Bradburn, send our apologies for blocking her.
And, Connie, you go find my report card from 96, and you change that thing back to an A where it belongs. I deserved an A. We'll let you back on the broadcast.
That's all there is to it.
That's the deal we'll make, Miss Bradburn.
All right, well, thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been Summertown Softball on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports